Hey everyone. So we've been in our cabin at this point about 6 months. In case you're not aware, we built a 256 square foot cabin. It's 8 feet off the ground because we live in a flood zone. We got a creek right over there. This property is unrestricted, so we were able to do what we wanted to do. We don't have a mortgage or anything like that. So we just built the cabin. Initially, we had just a front porch that we did at the time where we did the initial construction. Since then, we've added a rear or east facing deck on the back of the house, and you can see behind me now I'm in the process of putting up a deck on the north side so I can easily connect the two, because up until now the water collection on the back, I've had to get on the ladder to get up to turn on the water when we were taking our showers. So this is going to allow me to get back there easily. There's a couple other things I want to cover in the video, but that's pretty much what we're going to do today. All right, so now I got the concrete in the hole with the pole. I just made sure with my level here that it's level on this side and on this side. That way I know the pole is in the ground square, and it'll make it a lot easier as I continue putting up the poles and then attaching them to make sure they're all consistent. With the poles, they're 10 feet poles, so I have them about 2 feet, 2.5 feet in the ground. And so it's going to be a little bit higher than I need it to be for the porch, but I'll cut them off at the top rather than trying to get a measurement perfect. So once those are set, once the concrete is dry, once I know exactly where I need to be for the deck itself, then I can make adjustments on the top, and that part's fairly easy. All right, so the deck is done. Next is going to be painting it. I do have to go up on the actual deck portion and put some more screws in, but everything's in place. It's pretty much ready to go. It has been a little while since we've posted anything related to the cabin, so I wanted to give you a few updates. Right over here you can see the window. It's a window we just put in recently. It's to the bathroom. We have a small bathroom underneath the cabin that's got a shower and a composting toilet. Composting toilet's doing great. We have a closet space down there for some clothes. Haven't had any type of odor situation, so we're very happy with it. With the shower, we have an on-demand hot water system, so let me show you what that looks like. All right, so this is our EcoTemp on-demand hot water system. It's powered by propane. Typically what we do is I'll turn the generator on, I'll open up the propane, and then the transfer pump is tied into this power here, and that's what I need electricity for. This doesn't need electricity. It has a switch here that's powered by a battery. But because you need 20 to 80 PSI to get this to kick on, the water coming down with gravity was not enough to push it, to get it to click on. I don't know if other people have had that issue. I tried several different things, I just couldn't get it to come on. So we went ahead and got a transfer pump, and it works great. We keep it on the minimum pressure and the minimum temp because, like I said, it really works well. We typically will use anywhere from 4 to 7 gallons on a relatively short shower. I have lines on the water collection barrel on the deck to show me about what we're using, what we have available. And whenever you turn it on and make sure everything's on, you'll see the flame come on in this little window here. Whenever that does, you know it's working. I have the shower hose fed through here through the wall, and it's connected in the shower. You can take it off if you need to, but you really don't need to. But it is on a clip where you can easily get it moving around. There's plenty of extra hose available to do that. But you just go inside, use the shower. Whenever you finish, open up the door and turn that off. That's all you got to do, and make sure that's off too. I'm not really going to go into detail on the construction process for our deck that we put on the side of the house because it's similar to the process whenever we built our outdoor kitchen, because we built the deck first. The only difference is this one's about 3.5 feet high. The one for the house is 8 feet up. All right, here's the back of the cabin. You can see we have framed out the window It took me a little while to do that because we had debated getting a large ladder, because I already had an 8-foot ladder, but I couldn't get up there with that ladder to do the work I needed to do. So I could go buy one, and it was about $300 for a 16-foot ladder, or I could spend $300 and build a deck on the back. So that's what we ended up doing because we wanted to do that at some point anyway. And so that allowed me to use my 8-foot ladder to get up and put on the gutters, get our water collection system set up. So all that's working out great. The back deck is 6 feet by about 16 feet. The side deck is 4 feet by about 20 feet, plus an extra 6 feet of curved space to come around here. All right, so here's the front of the cabin. You can see with the porch here, it's a little bit higher than the existing front porch. I don't know what I was thinking. Whenever I built the rear deck, I attached it to the side of the cabin on the 2x12s that are the base for the cabin. On the front porch, it's a cantilever porch, so the boards are attached underneath the cabin, going from the front post to the middle post, and they're attached that way to give support for the front. So you can see that there's a difference of about 6-7 inches roughly between the two, and so I just made it the same as the back coming up over the side. And then on the front here, I do have a little step up, and whenever I paint it, I'm going to paint that one board in the front a lighter color just to remind us that there is a step. I don't want to put a black and a white stripe thing there, but you know, we're a little bit older, so I want to make sure that I'm aware, especially me. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention, probably later in this summer, we're going to put a porch cover on the front porch to give us a little bit of cover in case it rains, not in case it rains, whenever it does rain, to keep the front porch relatively dry so we can sit out there if we'd like to, put some shoes out there. Just we would like to have a cover. In the way the cabin is in the evening, the sun is over to the west, and so it's going to hit us anyway. We're not really concerned about that. If we want to get out of the sun in the afternoons, we go to on the back porch, and in the mornings we can go to the back porch if we want to see the sun come up. So all of this stuff is working out great for us. I just wanted to kind of mention that about the front porch cover. You can see that piece of PVC back there. I'm in the process of doing a couple of projects for the cargo trailer. We're going to discuss this more in the coming weeks because right now we're looking at hitting the road and the cargo trailer again for an extended period in early June. And so between now and then, I have a few projects I have to create, or actually do. One of them is the PVC pipe, 5 feet by 4 inches. And I'm going to cover it because that's going to hold approximately 3.25 gallons of water. I'm going to spray paint it black, and so it'll be in the back of the truck. So as we're driving, the hopes are that it will warm up the water, and we can transfer that water directly to the Reliant shower that we still use, and we won't have to heat up water at all. It may not be boiling water, but it's going to be lukewarm to warm water depending on what the sun is doing. And we're hopeful that's going to help out, because that was one of the few issues we had last time we were out. Okay, with our cargo trailer, needed to replace the fenders. The fenders that came with the cargo trailer, one of them was damaged early on, and we just kind of made do. But I have some still fenders now. I've put several coats of primer. I've put many coats of flat black spray paint, and it looks pretty good, but I'm still going to put, I think, a few more coats on it. You can see the shower base over there. It's 32 by 32. I'm going to be changing the shower base in the cargo trailer, and I'll film all that too, because we're pretty excited about it, because we're excited just to get back on the road. One of the good things about the temperature is getting a little bit warmer. Even though it's still spring, we can now start using our outdoor shower again. This is still working great. We put some tablets in it at least once a month. All the actual water collection that we have and we use, we put water tablets in it to treat it, to minimize the algae growth. It's working great. You can see we have a nice little rain shower here. Temperature is a little bit, no, actually it's not bad at all. So that's one of the good things about the outdoor shower we had built. Can't use it in the winter, but in the spring, summer, and fall. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. I just wanted to give you an update on the cabin and things we're doing around the property and some of the things we got planned here in the very near future. So if you like the video, please click the like button. If you'd like to subscribe and follow us on our adventures, please do so. And if you have any comments or suggestions, let us know. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.